Hey everyone, what's up? It's Nick here, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how you can make a very simple design of a computer monitor inside of Adobe Illustrator version CS5. Now what you're going to be getting is something that looks like this right here, which is a very simple design of a computer monitor. Now you can go ahead and use this if you want to use it in any kind of graphics you want to use, such as logos or banners or even web design. So you just go ahead and put this in your designs. So I actually have a banner right here which I made for PC Hacker 11, and as you notice I used the computer monitor design. So anyway, I'm going to show you guys how you can make a cool computer monitor image like that inside of Adobe Illustrator version CS5. Now the benefits of this is that it's going to be a vector image, which means that it will, no matter how many times we resize it, it will always retain the same quality. So to go ahead and do this, you're going to need a few things. First, you're going to need Adobe Illustrator. You can use any version of Adobe Illustrator you want to, but for this video I'm going to be using Adobe Illustrator version CS5, but I have tested it out with 3 other versions of Adobe Illustrator, so believe me, it'll work with any other version. So the first thing we're going to need after Adobe Illustrator is an image of a monitor to trace. So as you see here, I have an image of a Dell monitor, which I went ahead and downloaded off of Google, and I'm just going to be using this to reference so I get sort of the shape and the colors of the monitor correctly so it looks like a real computer monitor. If you guys need an image to go ahead and reference, you can just go to Google. So what I did was I went to Google and I typed in Dell monitor, then I went to images. Then just go ahead and click on this one or any other one, and then go ahead and just put that in Illustrator and get ready to trace this. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Adobe Illustrator. I'm going to go to File, Open, and I'm going to find that image of the Dell monitor and open it up. And so now I'm going to go ahead and zoom in just so I can see what I'm doing a little bit more. And now I'm going to go over here to the layers, and I'm going to click on Lock on this layer just so that we can move it around and we can't do anything. So once it's locked, then we go ahead and create a new layer, and then we can go ahead and start tracing. So to start tracing, we're going to be using the pen tool. A very simple tool, we know, but it gets the job done. So we're going to go here, and we're going to just click and create some anchor points. And as you see here, I have some green lines running down. This is a feature that comes in Illustrator CS4 and CS5. I'm not sure if it works in CS3 or CS2, but I know it's not in CS1. So anyway, here's the green lines right here. So we're just going to go ahead and start creating anchor points around to create a rectangle, which will go ahead and in turn create our monitor's screen. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. So now we have our I almost said square, it's a rectangle. And so now to go ahead and make it look like a computer monitor like this, we're going to add in a gradient. So we're going to go here to the gradients tab, and we're going to go ahead and just start adding in some gradients. So I'm going to change the color of my gradient to be gray. So it's going to be sort of a gray on gray right here. Now to make it look like the screen's actually embedded, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a stroke, and I'm just going to make it a 3-point black stroke to look like this right here. So now that we have the screen, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the pen tool, and we're going to create the outline of the frame of the monitor. So let's just go ahead and do that right here. It's the same exact process as the screen. So we do that. Close up the path, and then there we have it. Now to go ahead and make sure that this isn't as visible as the screen, we want to go ahead and click that, right click and go to Arrange, then go to Center Back. Then as you notice, the screen's in front. Now another thing we want to do for the background is we want to make the stroke not as thick as the screen, and we want to make the gradient a little lighter. So I'm going to go ahead and make the gradient of that a little bit of a lighter gray than the gray that we had before, but not significantly lighter. I didn't click on that gradient. Okay. So just hold on. Okay, and that looks pretty good to me. It could be a little darker, but then again, I don't want to go ahead and take too long with this video. So now that we have that, we can go ahead and hide the layer behind, and then as you notice, we have the screen and the frame. And so if we want to go ahead and make it a little bit better, we can go ahead and just find the center point and go ahead and drag the screen in that so that this rectangle is centered in that one. And so now what we want to do is just go ahead and make a bottom frame for the legs. Now to go ahead and do this, you can go ahead and trace it with the pen tool if you want to, but to make the video quick, I'm just going to use the rectangle tool just so I can go ahead and make this video quick. And I'm going to go to stroke, and I'm going to make it a 1-point stroke, and with the gradient I'm actually going to make it a really light gray gradient actually, so sort of a light gray on a light gray. Now you guys can use any colors you want to, but I'm using gray because that's what computer monitors are. And then once again we're going to go ahead and send it to the back so that we can just put it behind there and it won't really look like it's hanging off. So now what we want to do is just make a rectangle for the base. Now as I said before, you can go ahead and trace if you want to, but I'm not going to trace. I'm just going to make a rectangle. And now we have a rectangle at the bottom right there. And if you guys want to, you can create another rectangle down in this right here, and you can go ahead and make it a darker gradient to make it look like you have a sort of a base to it. So let me just go ahead and create a darker gradient. And that looks pretty good to me. And then there we have our image. So the last thing we can do is we can go ahead and hide this and compare it to layer 1. And as you notice, it looks significantly different. But then again, we weren't trying to copy this. We were just trying to make a monitor image. So now what we can do is we can go ahead and unlock layer 1 and delete it. And then we can go ahead and show layer 2 again, and there we have it. Now the last thing I like to do is I like to press Control and A to go ahead and select all, then right click and click on Group. So that means we can go ahead and move the entire monitor around just so that we don't move certain parts of it. So that's a good plus for me. So the last thing we have to do is go to File, Save As, and I'm going to make it a Monitor 2. And we're going to save it. And if you guys want to export it as a PNG image too, you can go to File, and you can go to Export, and then just choose a PNG. And click Save. OK. And then we're done. So anyway, here is the final product right here. It's a vector image computer monitor. Very simple, very basic. And anyway, that's how you go ahead and do it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Feel free to go ahead and make video responses if you want to, but I doubt any of you guys will. And anyway, just go ahead and have fun with this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Leave any more suggestions in the comments below for videos I should do in the future. And anyway, thanks a lot for watching again. So check out my Facebook and Twitter links up here, and until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.